everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome to another cup of tea. Today I'm going to talk about long distance. In case you haven't watched my last, couple of videos that I explained, especially the last one, right now I'm in a long distance. I said long distance or long term? I think I said, oh my god, I meant long distance. My boyfriend is Australian and he had to go back to Australia, and I and I live in England. Even though I'm Portuguese, I live in England, and it's gonna take me a little while to go to Australia because I have to take care of a lot of bureaucracy, visa, make sure I can take my cat with me, a whole shebang. Because of that, now and for the next few months, we are going to be continents away from each other. It's not my first long distance relationship. I had two previously. One worked out fine, just didn't work out for other reasons, and the other one, yes, the long distance affected certain parts, and because I already learned from my previous mistakes, I kind of know what I'm doing by now. I have the hang of it. Yeah, without further ado, if you'd like to have a little help, get some tips of how to maintain a long distance relationship, just keep watching. First tip is know that it's going to be hard. Acknowledge it. And I'm not saying that's going to be hard in terms of you're going to start looking into other people or your partner's going to start looking into other people as well. It's not that hard. It's just know that it's going to be difficult. Know that it's going to hurt. No, don't try to deny it, because when we try to deny something, it just seems to get bigger and just build. If we just acknowledge and we kind of accept it and understand, just takes a lot of the pressure. You want to do the best when the relationship, especially if it's long distance. You want to make sure that the flame's still there and everything. There are going to be hard days that you feel low, that you feel sad. Is that you guys, because you have different lives in different cities, maybe different time zones, it's gonna be difficult to be with each other, to see each other, to spend some good quality time together. I believe that knowing and accepting and understanding, it's a first step to maintain a good one, a good long distance relationship. Another thing, we human beings, we are people that we are beings that crave connection, physical connection. One of the types. And before, you guys were always together, but you guys could be with each other. And now the physical, there's no touch, and we are beings of touch, of skin to skin. And yeah, now that part is gonna be missing. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna suck. But knowing takes a lot of the pressure out. Tip number 2, schedule frequent calls and dates. When you guys were living in the same place, same city, maybe you were living together, you didn't have to schedule time with each other. You probably, if you're living together, you might be in the same room, in the living room, and each one of you is on their own computers, or one is watching video, one's on their phone. But you guys are there together physically. You are with each other. You feel each other. Now you guys are in different places. A lot of times you just can't call. Be like, oh yeah, I just wanted to hang a little bit. No, maybe you can do that sometimes on weekends or anything, but during the day, people work, people have school, uni, it's different time zones. Me and my partner, me and my boyfriend right now, we have a 11-hour difference. I work in the night, so it's kind of better. Share your agendas, share when your timetables, your work timetables, school timetables, whatever. Find when the best time for both of you. Be aware that you have to make that extra time. I have to open up a little bit on that area, because before you guys were together, again, you might for example be studying in the same room, or be working in the same room, or I don't know, watching TV, cooking, whatever that you guys were doing. Maybe like you are not talking, but you are together. You have like you when you're cooking, a lot of times like you can't talk because like noises, at least with me, it's like there's a lot of noises and I want to be concentrated and everything. Or if I'm studying or like working, editing a video, for example, before, yeah, my partner like right beside me doing his own thing. Now it's just like I can't just call him while I'm editing because I'm focusing on the editing. Now I have to do that thing and create another time to be with my boyfriend, to hang out with him. And I know this might sound confusing, sorry. I hope you understand. It's just in your schedule. Before, you might not put hanging with your partner in the schedule, but now it's an extra activity. So make sure that you guys share and schedule calls and dates. There's a lot of things that you guys can do now, like over the phone, do theme cook nights, like theme dinners. You can watching TV, like movies or series. Now you have that thing called like share watch, that when like you're, for example, watching a movie, you're watching the same movie at the same time, and if someone pauses to go make more popcorn, to go to the toilet, whatever, it pauses into the other sides. Yeah, you can like do a lot of things with dates. Just there's a lot of ideas. That can be another video if you guys like to watch. Just leave in the comments down below. But yeah, you can do stuff. Just need to be a little bit more imaginative and creative, and just think outside the box. Tip number 3: how to survive a long distance relationship. Make time to yourself. I know that I just mentioned that you have to make time, an extra time, to be with your boyfriend, to hang out, to do whatever, but it's equally important for you to make time to yourself. All your energy, it's basically on like work, uni, school, and hanging out with your partner. You will just like phase out. You'll just like lose so much energy. And also, you guys are gonna run out of things to say, to talk to each other. If you literally like, if both of you literally spend the day working, and at the end of the day you guys like come home and you call each other straight away, yeah, it's gonna end the topics pretty quick. Long distance relationship, you need to nurture any relationship, but a long distance relationship but a long distance one, you have to give an extra kick into nurturing that relationship. But you can't give that extra kick if you don't nurture the relationship with yourself. It's really important to have a clear schedule of your day, because it's really important to schedule time to be with your partner, but it's so important to schedule time just to be with yourself. Just do what you like, read, write, yoga, cook, whatever. Make sure that you still take the time to yourself. When you're like literally like when you're living yourself, when you're taking that self-care, you are a way happier person. You are a person with more energy. You are a person more bubbly. You are a person that wants to talk and express their passions and their hobbies and their thoughts and their opinions. And yeah, if you're doing something that you really like and you're learning something new, maybe like if you're doing some yoga or learning more like veganism, plant-based, and you found something really interesting, you can discuss it with your partner, like, oh, like I was like doing this and I discovered that, and like and then I got that information and I found that person, blah, blah, blah. And there's a whole discussion. Like me and my partner, when we were like living together, we used to talk like about so many things, so many different themes. It's like when you make time to yourself to do something that you like, you will learn about it, whatever it is. Might be cooking, might be holistic ways, might be, again, I'm saying stuff that I generally like and I still generally search. Because like it took some time to you, yeah? You're good, now you can give to others. But first you need to give to yourself. I think that's the most important thing, that like I'm blabbering a lot, but this is like what I want to say. You need to give love to yourself to be able to give love to others. Tip number 4, have a project together that you are both working on it. Nothing exciting happens at work for both of you, or nothing exciting happens throughout the day to both of you. So you guys just there's not really nothing to talk about, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. Like sometimes just you can literally like be hanging out and do stuff, but it's not so common because you always feel like the necessity to talk. Have a project, small, big, doesn't matter. If you have a project, you're both working on it, you have always something to talk about it. It can be from like a trip that you guys are gonna do when you are together, when you're reunited again, or possibly like flats or houses to rent, or even like apply for mortgage, or houses to buy, or areas to live in the city that you're gonna live together again. It can be anything from small to big. It can be literally a project like in terms of lifestyle, in terms of cooking and gym and working out. For example, if you're both really want to level up your fitness level as a couple, like both of you, you can literally schedule like couple goals, individual goals, but that you set as a couple. That you at the same day you guys are gonna talk about the goals. Said that you want to be both eating healthy and work out this amount of times, or work out this variety of body part, or whatever it is. You guys can have this project together that you're both working, and then you just talk about it and see like where each other is. Right now, me and my boyfriend, our project, it's know exactly what we need to do to take our cat Bogus to Australia. That's our project so far. And yeah, Leo is amazing. Like, even though he's on the other side of the world, he's looking into so much stuff. And then you guys can work on your own time and just share information. And it's a cool thing. It's a bond. It's another type of connection that you might didn't have before, because maybe didn't have projects together before. But it's another type of connection. You might not have the physical, but you can create this one. And last tip, 5th, be honest. As I said before on tip number 1, you need to know that it's going to be hard. And I think it's like my biggest tip out of, if you need to focus on one, focus on this one, the be honest one. You really need to have a lot of trust for each other and a lot of respect for each other. And that's why I think that being honest one and know it's hard, they really go well together. If you try to pretend there's nothing happening, that it's completely fine, it's cool, it's just a thing, it's just a small change, but deep down you are sad, you are hurt, you just don't want to deal with it. Our bodies, our minds are gonna try to find an escape, are gonna try to find a very quick source of happiness, even if it's just like very short term, not actually proper, real and honest and deep. They're gonna try to find some sort of happiness, something that they can grab and feel good again. As well, that there's different types of connection that we have with other people. You have spiritual connection, you have intellectual connection, you have emotional connection, you have physical connection. You probably might have more, but for this case, these ones are good enough to talk about. In a healthy, normal relationship that you guys are like living together, same city, whatever, it's not long distance, it's normal and healthy. All these connections should be balanced in a way or another. You should have a little bit of spiritual, a little bit of intellectual, emotional, and physical. However, in a long distance one, you might be really good at spiritual, emotional, intellectual, yeah, but you don't have the physical. Sometimes when you don't have and I said, like, our bodies are meant to feel other bodies, are meant to be skin to skin, touch, holds. This sounds very dirty, sorry. Are meant to feel each other. And because we don't have that, sometimes like our minds kind of trick us into that we might want that with somebody else, just like a very literally attraction, just because we need it. And before anything, let me say one thing: you are not a bad person if you have any thought like this. You are not cheating. No, it's literally your hormones. I think this was, like, not gonna lie, I think this was when my last not one of my long distance relationships. That's where, like, if it broke, because I wasn't completely honest, and I tried to hide. And when you try to hide, and you feel bad about yourself, first of all, you feel bad about yourself, you feel like you're the worst human being in the planet, because how could you even, like, have any thought, like, come on. That just builds up, it just gets stronger. And if you're not honest, it will consume you. It will be the only thing that you focus on, because it's the thing that you shouldn't talk about. You know the movie Encanto? We don't talk about Bruno. Everyone talks about Bruno. If you don't talk about attraction, anything that your body is desiring, that's literally all you're gonna think. If you have that attraction, that physical desire. When I mean, like, physical desire, I don't mean like you want to jump into bed with another person. Sorry, my language. I'm not saying like it's that hard. Just a whole, like, just want to feel skin to skin again. It just, your body just craving that. Say it. Don't be afraid. Yeah, it's not gonna be a fun talk. Not gonna lie. It's gonna be a sucky talk. But believe me, most times it's just gonna strengthen a relationship, because it's open, it's honest. That's how you develop trust for each other. And to be fair, when we say it, a lot of times it just goes away. If we say it and your partner, like, understands, because your partner, like, they might not go through exactly what you're going through, but they're people, they're human beings, they are not perfect. They will understand, hopefully. Again, if it's a healthy relationship, they will understand. And when you talk about it, it seems like the ghost just goes away. Yeah. Because your bond, your love, your trust, it's way stronger than that hormones that are talking for you. That's silly, crazy hormones. You might still not have that physical connection, but just the fact that you talk to each other and open up, it's just so good. That it's a feeling, a very good love, deep nurture feeling. When you open up about this insecurity, something that scares you like this, it's like, makes you think if you're a good person, bad person, and your partner, like, understands and talks about it and does not judge you, it feels like he's hugging you. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh my god. It's a really nurture, good feeling. So hey guys, here are my 5 tips. Hope they help. Hope they give you some sort of inspiration, anything. And yeah, leave in the comments down below any tip that you have that I did not mention, because there's a bunch of things that you can do. And I'm on a long distance relationship, so I appreciate anything that you have to say. Yeah, I'm just gonna go now. I hope you have an amazing day, and don't forget my motto for life: be crazy, be you, just be. Bye guys.